Okay guys, so I've just recorded a 26-minute video for the on-site SEO with WordPress Alpha. This video is going to be a shorter version of that. Okay, I'm just going to run through this as quickly as I can for those that don't have the time to go through a 26-minute video, but I do recommend that you learn how to be able to absorb information from videos if you speed up those videos, okay, like 1.5 times the speed or 2x the speed, etc. It's kind of important to learn that as a skill so that you can get through this kind of things, because sometimes it's just not possible to be able to get all this information over in a 2 or 3 or 4 minute video, okay. Things need explained, and sometimes that explanation will take us into 10, 12, 15, 18 minute videos, and there's nothing much that we can do. Anyway, let's get started with this. So on-site SEO, this is stuff that we can do in preparation before we do any blog posts, okay. This will make a difference to your SEO from multiple ways, okay, from helping you to get backlinks, from helping you to get some social traffic, from getting some social signals, for getting some people coming into your site that are being recommended by other people, from using traffic platforms via guest posting so that you can get some good backlinks. You can get rankings for these guest posts as well on these traffic platforms, and that will send traffic into your website as well. And also from giving stuff away so that we warm up that traffic so that that traffic will come in later when you've done a new blog post and you email them to tell them about the blog post. Okay, so that's the long and short of it. Let's go through them one by one. Now, IFTTT, this is where we get some branded IFTTT accounts done. You can get them done on places like Fiverr.com. I will put some links at the bottom of this page where you're watching this video of recommended service providers for that. Now, why do we want branded accounts? So that they max out the profiles, okay? And you can make this properly set up. And if you're using, for example, the mini site strategy for product launch promotions, you can use the same social profiles every time, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've got some IFTTT branded accounts so that when you make a post in your WordPress site, we have the RSS set up with IFTTT. Excuse me, let me say that one more time. When you do a new blog post on your WordPress site, we have the RSS feed set up so that it publishes over or it gets picked up by IFTTT.com, and IFTTT.com will syndicate that content out. Now, if you've never heard of IFTTT, it's a website that does things according to triggers and actions, okay? The trigger could be, if a new post is done on my blog, then take the post from this RSS feed and post it into my Facebook fan page, or post it into a link into my Twitter account, or post it into my Pinterest account. Take the image and put it into my Pinterest account. Everything can be automated. It's called if this then that, IFTTT.com. Okay, you don't need to understand too much about it. All you need to do is get someone to do it from the recommended sources that I give you, and you can get it done for as little as $5, okay, on places like Fiverr.com. Okay, now I've got the people who do it, even though on Fiverr.com they don't allow people to advertise it anymore. There are still people working within IFTTT.com, within Fiverr.com, that will do IFTTT setup gigs as a custom order for you. Okay, so that's kind of important, so we can have that syndication happening, and you can do this as well with the onlywire.com and places like that, and some other sites as well. Now the next one here is guest post plugin and menu link. Now what I mentioned here in the previous video was that we use this for creating guest post opportunities for people to come in who are looking actively for guest post opportunities, and they will be scraping websites looking for this. So what we do is we have a page where we say submit your guest post here, and we can do this with the plugin so that everything's set up for you. Okay, and that's going to help you with your SEO because it's going to give you some fresh content. You can even sell them the opportunity to do that as well. Okay, now we put that link in the menu bar so that people can find it as well, so that people on the site can see it and think, well, maybe I want to get a link from this site because it's relevant and I want to get a backlink. Great, you get some fresh content, they get a link, doesn't matter, it's fresh content for your site. And we use a plugin which we're going to choose which links are going to be do follow and no follow. I'll cover that later. Okay. Next, viral content. This is using websites like Viral Content basically what you do is you set up an RSS feed with your account on Viral Content Bee. Costs $47 a month, but you can post every time a post has been published on your WordPress site. It's going to send an RSS feed, and it will start to get shared by the community from Viral Content Bee. Now there are a lot of influencers within there. There's people within that community, that specific community, which is really, really powerful and strong for the internet marketing niche, marketing online niche. Okay, very, very powerful platform for that, because there's so many influencers there that when they send or share your content, you're going to get some clicks coming through. Now, on average, I've seen up to like 1,000 people coming into every single post that I've done from just that one source. Okay, it costs $47 a month. If you're using this for mini sites, then all you need to do is change the RSS feed every time you do a new mini site, so that it's going to continue that way forward. You take the old one out, you put the new one in. Okay, RSS feed. Very quick, very simple. Next one is guest post syndication. This is a guy that I use on Fiverr.com. It's kind of on-site SEO because I can't fit it anywhere else, but I don't want you to miss this. This guy will do guest posts on 20 sites for just $5. So every time you do a post, okay, you go to this guy and you give him the link to your post. Okay, and he's going to set up accounts with these 20 sites. And you've got sites like Playbuzz and Medium.com, which both rank very, very well. Okay, and you've got sites like Quora.com, which has got a blog. You've got sites like Google sites, and you've got like Pinterest and a bunch of others. Okay, and you've got some very, very unique sites in here. And what he's doing is he's going to create a username and a password. He's going to create an account for every single one of these, and you can use these later. Very important, you can use these later. Okay, especially with the RSS plugins that I mentioned here. Okay, let me just go back here. Okay, next, the Post Gopher plugin. Post Gopher plugin, let me show you what that is. This is one of my sites, anthonyhayes.online. You see this here? Well, this flashes when I refresh this page. You will see when it loads, this flashes. This is responsible for getting me hundreds of people onto my email list, new people, every single month from just this one website. I get a lot of people coming in because they want to get the PDF version of the post that I've created. And I tend to do long posts, and that gets people wanting to save these posts as a PDF. And so what they do is they click on this green button that's flashing to download it as a PDF. It asks them to opt in. They opt in. I get the email address, they get the PDF. Okay, this works really, really, really well. Now, I cannot give that away for free. You have to purchase it, but I'll put a link underneath, and I'll put a bonus if you purchase from my link. Okay, next one, link control. This is one of my plugins. You can actually get a free version of this. It's not the same as the link control alpha, the full version, but you can get a free version to be able to help you with your outbound links. And what it can do is it can tell you your outbound links, what they are, and in bulk you can make them do follow, no follow, checkbox options to choose which ones are going to be which, and that way you've got better control. Because sometimes you will find that you've got links going to things like shopping carts, and those are not good links to have as do follow. It's like letting your link just go through to somebody's shopping cart on JVZoo or Zaxa or ClickBank or whatever it might be. Okay, so you want to make sure you're not wasting links just like that, and that plugin can help. Now the advanced version, the link control alpha, you can do so much more, really so much more. You can control your internal links, and you can even control the links that are coming into your site, because it will tell you all the links coming into your site that you can put through an indexer, and you can do all of that within the link control alpha plugin. So you can index your backlinks. It will tell you the backlinks you got, put it through link control alpha with the API key that we're working with the indexing company we're working with, the third-party indexer, and they will go and index your backlinks, which is pretty cool. Okay. Next one, RSS Extreme plugins. Well, as I mentioned in a previous video, for the Mise en Place SEO, if we get some Tumblr accounts and some Twitter accounts, etc., set up, then we can have, you know, this being used for plugins that we've got called Tumblr RSS Extreme, Twitter RSS Extreme, where we can import those accounts into the plugin settings. You assign one of those accounts as the authority account, so that whenever you make a post from your WordPress site, it's going to make that post go into that authority Twitter account and into that authority Tumblr account. Now, if you've got 200 Tumblr accounts, within the settings of the plugin, then the other 199 accounts are going to come and do some resharing within Tumblr. In Twitter, it will do the same. So if you've got 100 Twitter accounts, you've got one authority account that makes a post, the other 99 accounts are going to come along and they're going to do a retweet or a like for that post done from the authority account. Powerful stuff. WordPress RSS Extreme is another one that we got in here. Really important, this one, because what you can do with this is you can mash up some RSS feeds from your post, from your category, from the root domain. You can even mash up other people's RSS feeds to build some relevance and authority, to get some RSS feeds from authority blogs, authority sites within your niche. And then what it's going to do is mash it into one URL, which you put into feedburner.com, which is a Google property, okay? And that will create a situation where you've got a page literally full of posts from that category and from the mashed up feeds, from all the URLs in the mashed up feeds, okay? And what you can do then is you can put that URL given by FeedBurner back into the plugin, and the plugin will syndicate that link to RSS directories and RSS ping sites, and you can also submit it into a Google Doc and make the doc public as well, just to help with the indexation aspects of that, okay? Next one, the 301 links to category pages. Basically what we can do here is we can get some expired domains and have them up and ready to use for 301 redirects later. Now you want to do this well in advance. You want to have domains that you have already identified, already purchased, already built a site with the WordPress Alpha, okay? And you're just waiting for an opportunity to use that expired domain as a 301 redirect. Now we have a plugin called expired domain redirection. All you do with that expired domain redirection is you use that to tell the plugin, the redirection plugin, where you want to redirect all your backlinks to. So all of you, the site will disappear then. Anybody who's coming into that site, into any posts from any backlinks previously, will be redirected to the new place, okay? So all your backlinks are being redirected. Now the power of that plugin is that you can still access the WP admin. So if you've made any mistake, or you want to change the link, or the link is running on a loop or something, redirection is running on a loop or something, you can still go into the WP admin, you can still change, okay? Just by simply going in and changing the URL or removing the URL if you want to. It's entirely up to you. But that gives you the benefit of being able to get some instant backlinks from a site that's already been re-indexed from being an expired domain, and that's really powerful stuff, okay? And the last one is CTA offers. That's offering something for to be able to get people onto an email list. Now you can do this to get people onto an email list. You can do this to get people to sign up for push notification. You can do this for getting people to sign up for some Facebook notification or whatever you choose. Okay, you can do this in multiple ways. Now the key thing here is that we give them a good experience at this point. Okay, so for example, we can tell them, here's an offer, like I do with my the light version of the Link Control Alpha plugin. We got one WP Link Control, I think we called that one, the light version. So we say to them, get WP Link Control, where you can control some of your outbound links, so that you don't have your do follow links going to shopping carts and places like that. So they sign up, and you immediately redirect them to go to the thank you page. And on the thank you page, you tell them thank you. Here is your download, as promised. Thank you for giving me your email and confirming your email. Okay, but before you go, why don't you share this link with your friends on Facebook, and I will give you something else. So that other thing might be a Chrome extension, or it might be a WordPress plugin, or it might be a simple checklist. It could be a PDF checklist, as simple as that. Okay, and it gives them steps to do stuff. Okay, very, very quick and very, very easy to do. I will cover how to do that in a separate video later, because there's multiple ways that we can do that. Really super simple, even using other people's content as well. Okay, and that can be highly effective to build your audience. And what happens there is, how does it affect SEO? Well, basically what happens there is people will come into your site when you send them an email to say, I've got a new blog post, I've got new content. Okay, and the way that we use that, because you've given them that experience before, you have actually trained them that if they take an action, you will reward them. So what you're going to do every time you do a blog post, and I suggest everybody does this, is you have a content upgrade. That content upgrade can be something like a PDF, can be something like a checklist, etc., that you give them if they go over to your site. Just tell them in the email, I've done this blog post, maybe about, in my situation, could be how to create a PBN network using only 5 clicks per site. That includes all your content. Okay, and people are going to think, what, you're going to put it into hosting, you're going to deploy a WordPress site, you're going to fix the DNS settings, you're going to make the SSL certificate, and you're going to add the content. 5 clicks, really? Okay, and so what you're doing is you're telling them, go to my post, learn how I do this, and plus, I'm going to give you a checklist. And they think, I want that checklist, I want to keep that, I want to save it. You're training them. And what's happening then is you're getting people spending more time on your site, and plus they're going to browse around other places. And if you put some calls to action and in the right places, then you're just warming your audience, you're just keeping them intrigued and interested and on your site. So you're giving them a good experience at the same time you're training them. Do something for me, and here's a reward. That way, you're just building that trust, you're building that anticipation for when you have something new, so that when you send an email, your open rates increase, your traffic for your website increases, the dwell time on your website increases, all important for SEO. Okay, so guys, at 16 minutes, this is a shorter version of a 26-minute video. I don't know how to do these videos any shorter if I need to get this point across. I've tried my best to make it as short as possible. I hope you found this helpful. There will be some other videos that appear underneath on this particular page for these strategies, and we will keep adding to over time as well. Thank you.